Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I just heard that season 4 of Attack on Titan trailer has been released, and I'm super hyped for it. It's something that I've been waiting for a few years now. I haven't read the manga yet. I have watched season 1 to 3, however, I haven't been able to uh, comment on those because I was not on YouTube. So hopefully I give you guys a fresh take from an unbiased view. Just another guy trying to understand what the hell is going on in this crazy story. And without further ado, let's begin. All right, so I just grabbed my headphones on, prepping the video, and it's gonna start in 3, 2, 1 right now. So Pony Canyon, I guess that's a developer. I love the art direction here, where they kind of go in and out of phasing as if it's kind of through the eyes of someone who's kind of passing out. And there you go. Wow. Who's that? Is that Zeke? Looks like a concentration camp. Or is it a battlefield? Could be either. And is that the island of paradise? Interesting. Yeah, so basically continuing with the World War II themes. This looks nice. And that's Reiner, eh? Wow, he's aged. Who the hell are these guys? I love the music. And there's a lot of reference. You want to save the world. So I don't think Reiner is a bad guy. Aaron blasting. Who the hell is this guy? Silver Surfer or something? Sasha Mikasa. She's got a nice haircut. Whoa. Levi, of course. I feel sorry for the Titans. And Aaron looks jacked. Whoa! That is beautiful. I'm sold. I love it. And then I can't read Japanese, but I'd like to know when this is going to be released. I'm super hyped for it. So stick around for a detailed frame-by-frame analysis, and let's take a look at some of my thoughts of what's going on. I love the trailer. 10 out of 10. All right, welcome back. And yeah, let's do a play-by-play of the frames. So again, Pony Canyon was the new developer, I guess. And so I just love this, the art direction, and they've done this a little bit also in season 3 when they were going back and forth to the basement. Spoiler alert, it's been out for over a year. And it's just, I love those little touches of directing brilliance. It almost seems like this is something that's truly done with a camera, with a real physical camera lens. So I really appreciate small things like that. Beautiful shot of the bird. Just make sure closed captioning is on. So this, I believed, was Zeke. And right here you can see that he has the shovel, which again brings back reminiscences to back to World War II, where the Jews were oppressed. And here I can actually see the armband that he has. And this was supposed to signify the Jews used to wear the Star of David. During the time, it was just an oppressive mechanism used by the German Nazi regime to, single them out. And this is where I think the whole concept of the Eldians came out, was that they were just, a different kind of people, and that they had to be oppressed just because they were different. But they also had lots of talents, and so did the Jews at the time. They had a lot of the top scientists were of Jewish ancestry. So let's continue. And I love this shot. So this is a little bit confusing, and this is why I'm not entirely sure this is, I'm not sure if this is a battlefield or a concentration camp. primarily because there's a lot of dead people. And I assume if this was a real concentration camp, they would actually try to get rid of the bodies or something. A little bit dark, too dark for my taste, but that's how the story goes. So fly far away, try and tell a bird this is not a safe place. And again, I think this is the Island of Paradise, but it might not be. So these eyes look disturbingly familiar. This particular individual here, I think that's the Titan that's walking on 4 legs, but I'm not sure. Not entirely sure. This is the first time we've seen her, or him, I don't know. I can't tell, but the eyes look very familiar. Some new warriors. Got the blimp. So right here, actually just a little bit earlier, when you see this new Titan that's masked, and again, this is why the World War II themes keep recurring. These people are wearing something called the tarbouch, which is in Turkish culture is supposed to indicate essentially the Ottomans and people of higher rank would wear this, cosmetic thing, but also had a symbolic significance. So there are railroads, and there are Ottomans, and there are Jews, and there are Germans, given by Aaron Yeager and all the other German names that the main cast has. I love it. I think it's really cool, and that animation right there is super smooth, even the transition between the two Titans. And I think I don't think that's the same as the girl, the 4-legged Titan here. But I don't know. I can't tell whether this is the past or the future. Could be either. Just beautiful animation all around. Interesting characters, and if I scroll back just a little bit, I think this is Zeke potentially butting heads with the 4-legged Titan as to who'd get the power. I'm not sure. It's kind of a blank to me, but there seems to be some chemistry going on between those two. Machine guns. Again, I think the fight between Reiner and Eren's just kind of hit its climax in this season. And again, I think they both have their own truths that they want to express, but they're just on polar ends of whatever political spectrum is going on. Kind of like what's happening right now. Yeah. Very realistic storytelling. Eren looking jacked as hell. Silver Surfer. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of how this particular picture was drawn with the curved battle axe or hammer. But it's an art direction and I can appreciate it. And that's Mikasa with the new hairdo. I'm not sure who that is. I think this is one of the newer cast members. Or is that Armin? Oh, jeez. Looking less like a girl. But no, Armin's a boss. So he's got the big Titan power. So it's kind of neat. So. And again, beautiful imagery, beautiful scenery. Levi just dominating everything, as you'd expect, Said it in the earlier trailer, you feel sorry for the Titans than Levi, but... And so back here, I missed that when the trailer was playing. that was Armin passing about, walking around right here, and heating up the place. So finally used for Armin's physical capacity beyond his, strategic mind. I think that's really cool. Again, well animated. It does still seem like it's a 3D composite placed onto 2D imagery, but it is what it is, That's how they are able to get the sense of scale and motion of such a dynamic and large figure in the landscape. So. And then that scene is the one right before it, if I can isolate it, with Levi here in the middle of all the Titans. I'm not sure Levi's gonna survive this. This is very bleak, especially because the frame right after that shows them being eaten by the Titans. And we see Annie again in crystallized form. And then this is just way too fast for me to go through all the details and comment about it. But it should be interesting. And then that is probably the Yggdrasil tree from Ymir, from the Norse mythology, where everybody's connected to everyone through the tree. And I think that's pretty cool. And then this is what caught my eye. This right here is what caught my eye, with the Titans falling out of the sky. Those Titans, they've got to be the ones from the wall. Or this is a flashback. That is freaking scary. That is terrifying. This is going to give me nightmares tonight. And they're just funky looking and a whole bunch of naked bodies, essentially. Yeah, it's beautiful. But this looks like, this is it. Looks like the apex of the season when the Titans are falling out of the sky. And then Eren and Ryan are fighting, and that's about it. So, all in all, brilliance, and I think this is one of the best trailers we've seen. I'd like to know when this thing will be released. It's perfect, I think. Well, guys, this is brings us to the end of the frame-by-frame analysis, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll try to keep up with the uploads and animate whatever you guys want. Usually it's just what I like to watch. I'm just gonna upload, and if you guys have any requests, just, don't feel frightened. I might be a big guy, but I'm not that scary. I'm not Titan scary. All right, cheers.